Alrighty, let's do some bar. Again, we're gonna start on the ground. Okay. All right, all the way down. Good old classic floor bar. Roll it down. Good. All right, feet out a little bit further from your butt than you're used to. Flex those toes up off the ground. Hands to your temples or behind your head. Here we go, up and down. Nice crunches. Good. Think about really trying to get your shoulder blades off the ground. Yeah, that's how you're going to use your abs. And your hands are just cradling your head. You're not pulling on that neck. Yeah. Good. Breathe. Good. Keep going. Good. You got it. Few more. Awesome. All right. Palms of your feet, soles of your feet together. Let your knees open up to the sides. Good. Ballet arms right here. Just going to reach through pulses. Of course, if you need to, you can always have those hands cradling your head. Otherwise, here we go. Reach. Excellent. Place your feet on the ground, heels lifted, toes on the ground. Reach for your heels. Tap and tap. Good. Side to side. Good. Keep going. Awesome. Release. Good. Let those legs go long. Arms stretch out overhead. Good. Point your toes. Flex your feet. Excellent. Feet come back on the ground. Legs up. Okay. So options here. Hardest option is your hands are behind your head. Next layer, hands are by your side, palms face down. Easiest layer, which take it if you need it, our hands are going to be underneath those hips-ish, yes? So my hands are actually a little bit lower, so I'm not like crushing my hands. You'll see. Ready? Here we go. So one leg drops, one leg traces it in that point, yes? And back up, switching legs. Good. One goes down, one goes up. Excellent. So the goal is to get them as low as you can without touching the ground, and then get them back to this perpendicular to the ground with straight knees. So to the best of your ability, yes? Good. Keep a nice point in your toes. Good. Excellent. Few more. Now, if you want to engage your abs more, you can always raise your head up off the ground, curling your chin into your chest. Good. Legs come back up. Excellent. And then you're going to do all one leg at a time here. So that leg that's closest to me, or the one where you have more space out beside you, is going to drop to the front and back. Now here's where you might want to release that hand out to the side so that you don't crush it. Good. You should really feel it engage here. Going to get a lot of the hip situation going on, as well as working some of our stability muscles in that core. Good. Excellent. So just making a nice L shape with those legs. Good. We do this in a standing bar as well. Now you know how to do it both ways. Good. All right. So that same trace, this time, again, you might want to bring your hands back underneath you. This time your legs are going to go out at the side angle. Yes, and back up. All to one side. Good. Good. Hopefully there's not a wall that's close behind you. Again, remember, if you want to level up, you just have your hands behind your head. Or they can be pressing into the ground next to you. Remember, if you want to add extra, curl that chin into your chest. If you need to, though, feel free to recline that. Good, breathe. Excellent. Down and up. Down. Good. And up. So if you're used to these, remember, you can always drop one leg at a time, or you can do both at the same time. Good, breathe. If you want, feel free to let your head rest on the ground, up to you. Good, single leg traces, here we go. Down and up. Down and up. Awesome. Down and up. Down. Ooh, your legs should be warming up. Yeah, and your abs. Ah. Remember, leg goes as far down as you can without touching the ground, and try to get your legs nice and straight whenever they come back up. Good. Excellent. All right, both legs are up. Now it's going to be your other leg that drops to the back, making that L shape with your leg. And remember, maybe free this hand so that it doesn't get crushed. Good. Letting it drop down. Come as close to the floor as you want. Or maybe you're just doing more of a V shape, not as much of an L shape. Good, do what you can. Really great for stability here in this hip. Woo! Excellent, a few more. Good, all right, maybe take those hands back underneath you. And we're gonna come, so it's that same tracing, just out to an angle. Yes, out to the side. Again, you can also have your hands flat on the ground here, or level up, hands behind your head. Good. Good, you choose. Some good old stability muscles here. You got it, a few more. Awesome. Let those knees bend. Soles of your feet together. Excellent. Reach through. Here we go. Reach. Like you're holding a beach ball. Good. Excellent. All right. Toes on the ground, heels lift, side to side. Reach for your heels. Excellent. Release down to the ground. Pull your knees into your chest. You can kind of rock side to side, release out your back. If anything got creepy up in there. Good. We're going to strengthen your hamstrings while we're down here. So level one. We're going to do it all together, and then we'll level up if you want. It's up to you. So you're going to inhale, bring your knee to your chest. Exhale, extend that leg straight. Flex your foot here, working those hamstrings. Bend your knee back into your chest. Foot down. Other leg. Bend into your chest. Extend as fully as you can. Bend back into your chest and down. Good. So really pull it into that chest. Extend. Pull it back in and down. Other leg. Pull that leg in. Extend your foot. Pull it back in and down. Good. Simple. Super simple. Here's where it gets harder if you want it to be. So you lift up into a bridge. So those hips are up. You're going to press those hands down into the ground, and you're going to do the exact same thing. So if you already know you don't want to do this, stick to what we just did. Otherwise, when you're ready, knee into your chest, extend, knee in, foot down, hips stay lifted, knee in, extend. Make sure you're doing alternating legs. If you just accidentally did 2 on the same side, it's okay. We're doing 4 total. So switch now. Good. One more. Good. Let those hips drop down. Good. Now we're going to do it again. Feel free. Lift your hips up or leave them on the ground. My back, I hurt my back the other day, so I'm going to leave my back on the ground. But you choose. So if you're ready, lift your hips up. Here we go. Knee into your chest. Extend that foot. Knee in. Back down. Really squeeze that knee into your chest. Extend as straight as you can. Knee back in and down. Good. Keep going. Knee in. Extend. Knee in. Back down. Good. Again. Knee in. Extend. Knee in. Back down. Good. Let your hips drop down if they were up. Windshield wiper those knees side to side. Woo! I hope you feel that in your legs tomorrow. Good. All right. Soles of your feet together, knees apart, and then you're just going to lift your ankles up towards the ceiling. Yes? So just do a lift here. Now, if you want, you can bring more of your abs into this equation. So you can do C crunches here if you're coordinated. I like to kind of put my knuckles at my temples, not on them, just that's where they are in space. Thinking about my knees going to my elbows. Yes? So that's more of an up motion. Now, if you want, you can really work, especially along those legs and your inner thighs, just lifting those toes up off the ground, thinking about lifting your ankles up towards the ceiling. Yes? And then do more of just like a crunching action right here. But really, whenever you start to get into where your knees are moving more than your ankles are lifting, just check back in and try to lift up those ankles, yeah? Lift up those ankles. Your knees will naturally just move. We could stop that movement, but we're gonna let it come naturally so we get more into our abs as well. Good, woo! Release that. Ooh, do anything that feels good. When you're ready, roll over onto your side. Excellent, how are you guys feeling? Hopefully decently good. All right, point your toes. So tops of your feet are going to face me as that leg goes up. So sometimes we turn out to where the top of your foot goes towards the ceiling. This time the top of your foot is going to face your screen. So you're maybe not going to lift as high, but we're going to really get the outside of your hip here. Good. So just look at your foot and make sure that the top of your foot is facing this way, not the ceiling. Yeah. It's a little bit harder because we're not used to that. We're used to turning out, but it's good for us. Yeah. Good for our brains, good for our bodies to do something different. Good, you got it. Almost there. Good, one more. Excellent. stack that knee in front of you. Knee is on the ground. Leg is just on the ground, and we're gonna lift this bottom leg. Ready? Here we go. Lift and down. Lift and lower. Good. You can be wherever you want. You can be on this hand or you can fully recline, up to you. Good. You're almost there. Good. Whew. All right, we're gonna do some classic bar. So go ahead and take your knees down. Toes are up. When you're ready, opening up and down. That bottom leg stays still mostly. Top leg is doing most of the movement, yes? Good. Excellent. Drop those knees down. You can leave both of them bent or straighten the bottom one to kind of anchor down more, or if you want to anchor with literally the gravity of that leg, keep it bent. Good. Otherwise, you kind of have to like dig into the ground with this bottom foot. Yeah? Now you know. Good. So knee is going to stay bent. So it's the same motion we've done before where we like put like an implement behind our kneecap. So just pretend that there's one there now. And you're gonna go forward and back. So keeping that nice bend in your leg, you can flex your foot or point your toes, but engage your feet. And then I am pressing into this top hand so that I don't rock too much. Yeah? Good, keep going. I am coming through to my elbow. So sometimes we do this motion on our hands and knees. This is just a way to not have all that pressure in our shoulders. And obviously gravity is working differently here for us. Good. Good. Bend both knees. Good. Keep your feet on the ground this time. Knee lifts and down. Good. Should be a little easier than whenever your toes are lifted up off the ground, yeah? Really getting into our hips today. Excellent. And then you're just gonna lift that leg all the way and down. Again, we do a lot of this while we're on our hands and knees, but not today. So if you want, you can add extra elbow here. So it's almost like when we do our side crunch, but we're really more focusing on our leg, the arm, and your abs are extra here. Really focusing more on getting that leg higher. Good. Good, excellent. Roll it over onto your back. Woo. All right, that leg we just worked. Take it up, flex your foot, cross it over for figure four, and then reach through, grab it. Oh, stretch it out. Woo. Good, breathe. You can pull that leg in as close to your chest as you desire. Good. Oh, all right. I'm simply going to just roll over to the other side so that I'm facing you guys. Feel free to do the same. We have the other leg. Yeah. Oh, all right, here we go. So the tops, again, the tops of my feet are going to face you. So we're not turning out, so you don't see my ankle. You're going to see the top of my feet. See, you're not going to be able to raise it as high. Yeah, so my leg only comes here, whereas if I turn it out, my leg can come all the way up here. Do you see that difference? It's only going to go about here. So think about the top of your foot facing your screen. Good. Excellent. Keep going. Really focus on that foot facing, top of your foot facing your screen. Point vigorously through that foot, and that's also going to make that leg nice and tired. We want to make it tired, yeah? We're working out. We got to make it tired. You got it. Keep going. Ooh, I'm working up an appetite over here. Get a few more. Nice and tired. Woo! Awesome. Ooh, release that leg to the front. This should feel nice. Just let it hang out. But this bottom one. All right, let's go for it. Again, be propped up on your hand or recline fully, up to you. And lift your bottom leg. Go. Good. Almost there. Try to lift it as high as you can. That's the name of the game, yeah? One more. There you go. Woo! All right, knees bent, knees down, toes up. Here we go. Open and close. Good. Keep going, you got it. Again, press into the floor as much as you need to so you don't wobble. Almost there. Going by fast today. That's what happens when you have fun, yeah? Good. Ooh, let it go. Again, you can leave your knees bent, leave your bottom knee bent, and just let gravity anchor you down, or straighten that leg, and then kind of like, see how my toes are kind of like grabbing the ground? You can also just flex your foot and like just be really grounded through that straight leg. Good. And then I do kind of like to roll over a little bit so I'm facing front so I can use this hand to keep me sturdy. And then finally bend this knee. So remember, pretending that there's something in your kneecap, you're trying to hold it there, like a stuffed animal or a ball or something. And then when you're ready, forward and back. So keeping that bent knee as you come forward and back, coming through to your elbow if you can reach it, and then behind you just as far as you can, and coming back. You can flex or point your foot that's moving. Just engage your foot. I don't care, point or flex it, but don't let it just hang out in space. Good. Excellent, keep going. Again, you don't have to go in rhythm with me. If the music that you're playing is in a different rhythm, feel free to go with it. So I'm not just like 10, 9, because I don't want to throw you off. Enjoy whatever you got going on over there. Ooh, your butt should feel this. Life is so good. Good, one more. Excellent. Oh, buddy. All right, bend both of those knees. And then it's the exact same thing whenever we're up here, except that our feet are on the ground now. Not doing too many of these. It's more just like a burnout almost after that move. A battle of the wit. Good. That's it. You're done on those. So now you're going to lift up. Lift up. So my leg is coming up. My knee does, you see how my knee kind of does bend in a little bit, but the motion is lift it up. And then if it comes in, that's fine. Yes. And then this is where once you figure out that motion, if you want, adding a little bit of crunch, just make sure that you're really focusing more on your leg right now going up. So we're not doing quite a V up, right? We're still pretty grounded. And we're thinking about that leg going up more than our upper body, which is a little different than what we normally do. But that's good, right? Change it up. Don't worry, we'll get that core. Won't all be legs. Although if you're all legs, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm pretty sure they make songs about those things. Good, breathe. I'm not pulling on my head. Just make sure you're not doing that, yeah? Good. Oh, relief. Excellent. Good. Shake off. Like, just rub it out, whatever you got to do. Good. Roll over onto your belly. And then place your elbows on the ground. Oh, yeah. Figure four stretch. How could I forget your figure four stretch? I was like, we did something else over there. Good. Just pull your abs through. We already worked our abs quite a bit. Pull your abs through. So don't be like hanging out down here. Pull those shoulders down. Pull your neck out. Stretch it out. Good. Roll over temporarily. And then that leg that was just on top. So this one. Yes. Roll over. Take that one up in the air. Cross it over. And maybe this is a good enough stretch for you. If so, great. Otherwise, reach through your legs. Grab the bottom one. Whew. Pull it closer to you. So you want to flex this top foot. Dear ballerina, so you don't want to point it right now. Flex it. Protect your knee. Good. Just breathe into it. Enjoy your stretch. Good. All right. And then unstack those feet. Reach. See if you can grab your feet. If you can't grab your feet, you can grab anywhere along your legs or your pants. And then you're going to pull them into your chest. And already you may be like, oh, heck no. And you're just going to be right here. Yeah? If you do have a hold of your feet, you can straighten your legs as much as you can. So my legs don't go my legs can go completely straight, but if they're bent, this is totally fine. This is actually a pretty good stretch for your back. So if you can't grab your feet, you just grab those shins. Now, if you want, release your feet and fully stretch out those legs. So it's kind of like when we do a forward fold, it's a little bit different. Because you're on your back. You're not smashing your hamstrings into the ground. Good. And then bend your knees out to the side. Hold on to your ankles. Let your knees fall out to the side. Good. And then grab your pant legs or your calves or your feet or whatever. Stretch out. You can point or flex your feet here. Breathe. Good. And then bring those legs back through center. Good. Point your toes. Stretch those legs out. Good. Bend those knees. Open up those knees. Reach through. Find your ankles. Stretch here. Some good old active stretching. Whew. Good. Grab your feet or your shins or whatever. Stretch it out wide. Let those legs come back together. Straighten your legs. Point your toes. Good. Bend your knees one last time. Reach through, grab those ankles, let those knees fall out. Good. Anywhere along your feet or your calves. Stretch out. You can also grab onto your pants. Excellent. That's why your pants exist for this stretch right here. So you can grab right here. It's actually really handy if your grip kind of sucks. Depends on how much you like your pants to stay shrunk to your ankles. So I guess could bring it back in. Roll them down. We're going to take a few rolls to boat pose. So roll those shoulders back. You can start by grabbing underneath your shins. You can also grab the top of your shins. I prefer underneath, so I'm not grabbing bone. And then you're going to roll up. Try to not let your feet tap down. Yes? Good. And then you're going to roll back along your spine and roll back up, trying to not let those feet touch down. If your feet tap down, see if you can get them back up. Good. Rolling back. And rolling back up. So now that you've got it, maybe this is still pretty much a challenge for you. Keep doing it like this, or if you want, let go. So when you roll back and you roll up, woo, maybe you don't hold on. Good, when you're ready, roll back. And roll back to boat. Point those toes. Keep your chest lifted. Good, one more time. Take it back. Take it up. Good, just cross over those feet or whatever, however you come into all fours. Yes? Take those knees nice and wide, toes together, send it back, child's pose. I'm just trying to get some of our stretches in so we don't have to come back down to the floor per se. Good, come back up, sitting on your bum. We're gonna take the splits. So if you know that you wanna take the regular splits, feel free. Otherwise, legs just go wide. They can even come to a narrow V. It's up to you. You can point your toes or flex them. Good, you can push through. I mean, you do you, right? Of course, if you're feeling super ambitious, you can always like come up into the middle, yeah? Okay. Whatever level of ambition you have today, find it. Safe ambition, okay? I can't pick you up off the ground, so just know that. Good, come on back up. Take one foot in. Ooh, take one foot in. I feel like I ran a marathon yesterday. Good, stretch over. Keep your chest open to the side. Good. Excellent. Switch them out. Get all ballet legs up and over. Ah. Good, come on back up. Excellent. Go ahead and come onto your knees. If you're on hardwood, you might double up your mat here. This won't hurt your knees, but sometimes it freaks people's knees out and they just like a little extra padding. So we're gonna take a few candlesticks. So we're slowly getting up off our mat. Good. All right, hands overhead. I have my index fingers up in a point for my like lame, yes. Good, going towards your leg and away from your leg. So this can be a really slight movement just right here. And then as you feel better about it, you can go side to side. So you'll feel your abs really kick in and that's where you want. You don't really have to go much past that. So make sure that you can breathe. You'll hit that spot where you like kind of want to hold your breath because you have to use your abs so much. That's about the point where you start going the other direction. Yeah. And then your arms are literally just making your lever longer. It's just making it more work on your abs. So if you really don't like it, you can always go side to side just like this. Yeah. And you can actually feel your back engage while you do this, and your abs for that matter, those obliques. That is a benefit of having your hands on your waist. Otherwise, make it hard on yourself. You're gonna love the stretch that comes after this, I promise. Or at least I hope you do, because I really like it. Let your hands come down. For one, there's the stretch up and over. Press your hips forward towards me. I think this is like Fallen Star or something cute like that. Okay, good. And then you're gonna take your foot, so your toes face me. So I'm still directly over this knee, yes? Good, and then hands are just right here. You're gonna take your hips from pointing up and shift them away from that outstretched leg. Does that make sense? If you still need a deeper stretch after that, you can always drop down to your elbows. Good, we're gonna go ahead and level up. So you can keep this leg out, or you can put your knee back underneath you for this one. Really stretching through that chest and those shoulders. You're gonna walk those hands out further, let your chest come towards the ground. So you're in a half like puppy dog pose here if you do yoga. Good, and then come on back up, take your knee underneath you, switch it out to the other side. So my toe is slightly turned out over here, yes? Make your way on up. Make sure that you're over this leg. So you don't wanna like be kicked out to the side here or like too far this way. That's where you're gonna like, well, your knee will tell you how it feels about that. Okay, cool. Hands up. Flip your grip, so it's probably the awkward grip unless you were disciplined and already did the awkward grip of your fingers, yes? Good. And then when you're ready, leaning in and leaning away. Again, you only go as far as you need to. And you wanna make sure that your chest is still facing me. So you don't wanna like turn your body towards the side. Yes? Good, breathe. Excellent. Again, try to get those arms by your ears. Good, you got it. Remember, option, you can always have your hands on your waist. That'll give you a little bit of support. And again, it'll make it easier because it takes some of that weight out. Whenever your hands are up here, you're just creating a longer lever with those arms. It's why it's easier to raise your leg if your knee is bent versus when your knee is straight. Good. Find your fallen star here. Hand comes down. Hips really press forward. Look up and back over that hand. Hope it feels nice. Good. Sweep that hand back down to the front. Take those toes, turn them towards me. Good. And then stay here and just simply shift your hips. See how my hips are here? I shift them away from that leg. And that's how you get that nice stretch right through there. Or you can drop down your elbows. Good, if you're on your elbows, come back up to your hands. And again, take this leg and put it back underneath you or leave it out there. Walk those hands forward. Leave your hips over your knee and chest towards the ground. Good, walk those hands back up, bring your knee underneath you, tuck your toes, and then we're gonna sit in awkward pose. Yes, awkward pose just means that you are on your toes, heels are lifted, knees are parallel to the ground. Now, if you need to keep your hands on the ground, do that. Otherwise, the name of the game is balance here. Hands come right here. Focus on one point that's not moving. You want to try to get your body upright. So, which is kind of hard. It's pretty hard, but I believe in you. Good, let's stretch out our feet. So lift even higher if you can. If you are fine here, stay there. Otherwise, you can lift even higher on those feet. Definitely keep your hands on the ground for this one. And those knees will come up more into your chest. Do you see that difference? Here's my toes really stretching out. Here's me getting a good Achilles stretch. Yes? So just switch your foot placement. Good, and then switch back. Good, we're gonna take our balance. If you're like not about it, then just stand up. Otherwise, leave your heels lifted, bring your hands to the middle or out in front of you is even harder. And then whenever you're ready, leave your heels lifted and you begin to lift up. Good, stay up. Keep in releve now with those heels lifted. Excellent, and then you're simply gonna take it straight back down. Keep those heels up. All the way down if you can. Good, we're only doing one more of these, so if it's not your forte, no worries. Good, stand all the way up. Keep your heels lifted. See if your arms can go overhead. And let those heels drop. Nice work, guys. There, we did our squats for the day. That was intense. All right, here we go. We're all the way standing, woohoo! Let me move my camera so that my head doesn't get cut off. Excellent, here we go. All right, so we're gonna take back sweeps. So this leg is behind you, leg, other foot in front, and this turned out. See how my feet are turned out? Cool. Hands on your waist to begin with, so it reminds you to stand up nice and tall. This leg is gonna begin to come off the ground, sweeping and back. So just the ball of my foot touched down. If you want, you can do full motion where your foot is flat, but just know there's more you gotta get off the ground, right? So I prefer just the ball of my foot on the ground so I can sweep out to the side, pointing my toe. Good, really working on balance here. Here we go, up and back. So why are my hands right here for starters? So that I try to keep my body up, right? Yes? So I'm not doing this, right? We're not funky right now. We're keeping it nice and engaged. Good. When you're ready. Arms can go up and down, up and down, up and down, up. There it goes, that's better. Woo! It does take some balance. Good, breathe. Good. Last one. Good thing it was the last one. All right, cartoon, just here we go. Down, pulses. Good, you got it. Excellent. Lean forward a little bit like you're reaching for something. Good, and that's gonna allow you to take that weight off your back foot, taking it in towards your bum. Good, okay. So this is the challenge. Otherwise, your hands can be right here. Look at something that's not moving if you need to. Otherwise, keep those arms out. Tops of your toes come to the ground. Engage your core. Excellent. Breathe. This thumb should be firing up. Good. Toes down, knee lifts. Toes down, knee lifts. So I'm tucking my toes a little bit here to find that stability because I don't have quite the balance to not. I'm just bringing this elbow in as this knee comes up, working on my balance. Good. Knee in. So it's really similar to what we're doing with that full extension, just a little bit easier, yeah? Good. For once, the option got easier instead of harder. Day in history, guys. Good. Keep breathing, you got it. Excellent, reach forward again. Nice lean, core engaged, here we go. Tap and back, tap and back, reach forward. If your arms are really tired, you can be right here. Otherwise, there is nothing in your hands. So it's simply you just holding the weight of your arms out. You can do it. Good. Ooh, let that go. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. We have another side. We're gonna just jump right in. So again, my feet are turned out. If you do have a bar and you wanna go from flat foot to hiking it up there, go for it. Otherwise, I suggest you come onto the ball of your foot. Have your hands here, so we just make sure that we have this all where we need it to be. And then kick up and back. So notice my leg doesn't go as high on this side in order for me to gain control or keep control. So if your foot is only down here, that's fine. If your leg is like way up here, that's also fine. Just make sure you stay in control. See how I kind of lost it there for a second? If I take it way up here, I get kind of, it takes a lot of effort. I want to make sure that I am using my core and not just hiking my leg way up somewhere and slamming it back down. That's not good. Once you figured out how to not have a loosey-goosey core and those arms, good. Maybe it gets higher as time goes on. You can give it a go, and if it doesn't end super well, it's okay. You just know, okay, my leg can get up there. How do I do that and keep my core? Yeah? Good. Maybe you play. Always coming back to that core engagement though, yeah? Few more. Arms are simply extra. Ooh, losing it. Like I tell my brain we have a few more and it's like messing up. Here we go. You're done. Pulse lunge, curtsy lunges. Good, nice. Your hands can be right here. Roll the shoulders down, chest lifted. Don't like be like this though, right? Keep it all engaged. Good. Reach forward. Oh, like you're gonna go somewhere. Then be light on those toes in the back. Here we go. Bend and tap. Bend and tap. Good. Bend and tap. Really focusing, really balancing on this leg. Yes. Stability muscles, engage your core. Remember, if you need to be right here, or if you have that ledge at home and you need to lean on your ledge, that's fine. Just don't have a death grip on there, so you actually use your core to try to balance. Good. Excellent, you got it. Keep this engaged, don't let your belly hang out. Good. Good. Maybe tuck those toes back again. Take that lean out. Here we go. Elbow in, knee lifts, toes back. Good. If you can, keep this arm out to the side, especially if you did it on the last side. Good. Trying to stay over this front leg, yes? So here's the difference. This is the correct way. I'm all engaged. I'm all in control right here, yeah? You don't want to be like rocking back and forth. Not that much movement. Just that leg. Good. Knee up. Passe. Passe. This is arabesque-ish. If your leg was lifted, it'd be arabesque. Good. Breathe. Few more. Excellent. Ooh, all right, take it back. Lean forward. Gauge your core. Don't let your belly hang out. I don't even know. Just tuck it in. Here we go. Bend and down. Bend and down. Like you're reaching forward. Bend and down. Remember, if you want, have that hand on your leg or on a chair. Up to you. Good. Breathe. You got it. I know, it burns. Feels so good and so terrible. Oh, let it go. Woo! Woo! Yeah, shake that out. Whew. All right, we're gonna work through these feet. We're gonna work on our balance at the same time. Multitasking. We're low on time. So, focus balance on one leg. Other leg goes out to the side. Okay, if you need to hold on to something, go for it. Otherwise, foot circles in one direction. Oh, man. And go the other way. Good. Shake that out. Load up the weight on the other side. Find your balance. Working on our balance here. Good. Foot circles. Take a direction. And then go the other way. Good. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of hip opener, prance it out, and then you guys should be set, I do say. We got everything. Balance, feet, abs, legs. Not a lot of arms today. We'll make up for lost time later, yeah? All right, just toes on the ground. Open up and close. Good. Now, if you want, you can always take your foot off the ground, but if you're really done with the balance situation, feel free to leave those toes on the ground. Good, other foot. We're just kind of working out our hip here. So that's why my toe is on the ground, because otherwise my other leg really fires up, and we just spent, you know, a whole hour working that. So right now I just really need to open up my hip. Yes. Good. What else did I just promise you? Why did my brain just like disappear? Hips. Just need to stretch. That's what we need to do. So take one foot back, 1 foot forward. Keep your heel on the ground. Bend into that leg. Good. If you need extra, place your hand right here. Stretch into that front leg. Good. Other leg forward. Other foot back. Heel on the ground. Then bend in. Good. Stretch towards your leg. Good. Good. Come on up. All right. We already stretched out in the middle, and so you're actually pretty stretched out here. Feel free to take any more extra stretches you need. Let me know if you need anything else stretched out. Otherwise, here we go. Ready? Ta-da! We did it. Woo! Another day in the bag. You got it. All right. I hope that you had an awesome time, and I will see you whenever I see you. Yeah.